there's only one road up to where he was last seen, or where his phone was last seen. And anybody driving up and down that road would have come across him, within hours. So he must have decided that he could try and walk down to the coast. That is the last time anybody spoke to Jay, as far as we are aware. And he had also said that he was thirsty and he had no water. Now, that's unfortunate, because even though we haven't been having heat wave conditions here, it's quite high up. Altitude is thinner. The heat feels more intense, especially if you're tired and you're thirsty and you're feeling lost. So that, I think, is the worry as much as anything, that it has now been about 72 hours since he was last heard from, or since he was last spotted. And if he is still up in the mountains, where is he? And is he hiding, or is he not hiding, but is he hiding from the sun?
Friends of a teenager missing on the island of Tenerife have criticised the efforts of Spanish police and have begun interviewing witnesses themselves. 19-year-old Jay Slater from Lancashire has been missing since Monday. Clio O'Flynn is a journalist in Tenerife. Hi, Clio.
Good morning, Colin.
So can you bring us up to date with what is happening, first of all, how the search is progressing?
It sounds like a cliche. The search continues. Unfortunately, there is no news, good news or bad news at the moment, about the whereabouts of 19-year-old Jay Slater. And I know there have been both theories about what might have happened to the young lad and some criticism of the local police. And I find I am defending the local police to an extent, because in general, I think they're doing, and I think most people who live here are seeing that they're doing a very good job, and have pulled in resources from other parts of the island to help in this search. There have been firefighters, search and rescue specialist teams, dogs, drones and helicopters, but it is a big area to cover. I think people who don't know the island might think that it's a small looking island. When you fly in, as you come here in your holidays, it looks like a small little island that should be easy to search. It's not. Once you go off-road and you're up in a mountainous area, especially in a volcanic island where there are so many twists and turns and trails that will lead you in the wrong direction, the unfortunate side of the beauty of the island is that you can also get lost very easily.
Can you explain more about what we know for certain about Jay Slater, where he was, I suppose the kind of geography of that, and so how the search is happening?
Right. So he was here for a 3-day festival, which was taking place along the coast in Las Chafiras and further down the coast towards Los Cristianos, which I'd say a lot of people will know. And then we know that on Sunday evening, early Monday morning, with a couple of English people he met, he said he was going to head up to their place and probably have a couple more beers. That's what we're led to believe. In a hire car, they went off to an Airbnb up to a mountainous area, probably a lot further than he thought he was going, near a little village called Masca. Now, by car, that journey probably took about 50 minutes. The next thing we know is that he phoned his friend Lucy between 8 and 9 on Monday morning, and the phone was pinging near that village of Masca. He said that he had a tiny bit of battery left in his phone. He was thirsty, he was tired, and he just missed the bus, and that using Google Maps, he was going to start walking home. Now, he must have therefore gone off the main road at that stage, because there's only one road up to where he was last seen, or where his phone was last seen. And anybody driving up and down that road would have come across him, within hours. So he must have decided that he could try and walk down to the coast. That is the last time anybody spoke to Jay, as far as we are aware. And he had also said that he was thirsty and he had no water. Now, that's unfortunate, because even though we haven't been having heat wave conditions here, it's quite high up. Altitude is thinner. The heat feels more intense, especially if you're tired and you're thirsty and you're feeling lost. So that, I think, is the worry as much as anything, that it has now been about 72 hours since he was last heard from, or since he was last spotted. And if he is still up in the mountains, where is he? And is he hiding, or is he not hiding, but is he hiding from the sun? Because there aren't any foresty areas where there would be natural shelter, but he might have taken shelter in a cave or near an overhanging rock face.
Sure. And one sort of consideration I had in all of this, Cleo, is how helpful the police are being with updates. Are they communicating well? Because crucially in these situations, information is key.
They are a different police force to what we might be used to in Ireland or in the UK. I say that in dealing with them as a journalist over the years. I mean, at times yesterday and the day before, I phone them and they won't answer, but they will send me a WhatsApp very quickly. So, yesterday, last night, they did confirm to me that the search was in the Masca area. The day before, as you mentioned, it had moved to Los Americas and Los Cristianos because there had been a sighting. Somebody said they had seen Jay, we believe, getting out of a taxi. So the shift of the focus was quite quickly confirmed. But then that was not verified, and they discounted it after about 3 hours and moved the search back up to Masca. How much they are communicating with the family, I don't know. They wouldn't have the same kind of family liaison officer staff that we would have back home. So I don't know how much they are sitting down and talking with the family on a day-to-day basis. And I believe Jay's mother, who is staying in the apartment where her son was booked in to stay in Los Cristianos, doesn't want to go up to the search area. Certainly yesterday she said that she wants to wait there and hear back if there's any news. And just to throw in, I know the police might seem to be slightly offhand to some people, but the local community, not just say the expat Brit community, the local Spanish community in general here, are going out of their way, to help people. You have people who are giving their rent-a-cars for free. As I say, Jay's mother is staying for free in an Airbnb where her son was booked into. People in general are very concerned. The Spanish press are running with this story too, and they really want to see that this man is found, because it's a sad tale for everybody when a 19-year-old goes missing.
Of course. Clio, thank you very much. Good to speak to you this morning. That is Clio O'Flynn reporting from Tenerife.
Grabándole como que dice el cuello para abajo, caminando. Ahí nosotros ayer también pero es que entraron los voluntarios para allá y bajaron porque ahí hay un tramo que va abajo al turrón, que es por donde sube el trailer ese de Teno. Ahora sí que los cristianos. No, conoció. Atropellado, ¿sí? No hay restos en la carretera.
Esta parte hasta el fondo del barranco.
Hasta la altura de la palmera, más o menos.
Exacto, de aquí para allá. Vale.
Ok, gracias.
No, ponte tú por...
primera forma en plan una montaña suave.
¿Todo allá?
Todo eso lo pateamos todo por aquí.
Sí, pero vamos a ver.
todo.
No,
así,
no, esto no. Digo, en la montaña esa de aquí, para atrás.
No, ese sí, ahí ha ido.
Si no fue ayer,
Ayer caminamos.
Ayer ellos caminaron allí, pero por verlo mejor.